And now I'd like to introduce Nancy Fuller, our Vice President of Spiritual Unity Movement.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Our president, Frank Williams. So you've already gotten a taste of what a beautiful night this is going to be. So I will introduce Barbara Oltman in more depth in a minute. But right now I just want to welcome you to Spiritual Unity Movement, our full moon meditation ceremony. We have been doing these ceremonies for 25 years or longer, and we are just so grateful that each and every one of you are here with us tonight, and whoever's checking in through Zoom or YouTube or whatever online streaming services you're with us, we're so happy to have you. So I just want to, he introduced me. I don't have to introduce myself. Thank you, Frank. And look at this beautiful full moon right here. Thanks to Frank Williams' 3D printer. He printed that himself. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe you can take orders, Frank. We are here at this time every month. We give you a robocall. We try to send out emails to make sure everybody shows up at the right time, at the right place, as close to the full moon as possible. And I know if any of you saw it the last few nights, it's beautiful, beautiful full moon. And we get together at this time of the month because we know there's other people all around the planet that are looking to be in community, looking to be with one another, and going out and looking under maybe a star-filled sky in Africa or all around the world, and that we're all one. That's what we come here to remember, that we are all one, and peace really is possible, and we're helping to make it happen by meditating at this time together. So thank you. We also have clipboards that Liz will pass around. If we don't have your information or your current information, if something has changed, we'd like your email and your phone number so we can send out that robocall, and we can also send you emails. We also have Florence Riggs is director of our healing ministry, and she has a healing box in the back and some prayer requests. So if you want to make a prayer request, she will send it out to many, many, many healers that pray over the names every month. So that's a gift we'd like to give also. And our Spiritual Unity Movement's mission statement is this: to celebrate the spiritual unity of all life and raise the consciousness of light and love through community meditation and education, and to inspire and empower those who attend the World Healing Meditation ceremonies and all of humanity with the life-transforming experience of healing, oneness, and unity. We are saving our planet from the inside. Aho. All right, I think I've covered everything for right now. So I would ask Liz to come up, and we will have our opening ritual ceremony. Yeah, thank you, Liz.
Hi, everybody. Hey. So just take a moment to make sure your cell phone's off. Yeah. Even if you think it's off, just double check, you know. Even when they're on vibrate, just that energy can be a little distracting. I'm almost 100% sure I tuned mine off. Now I think about it. Okay, we begin our full moon meditation this evening with an invocation. Great Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, be with us here now. Hold this space sacred from which we may do our work. Open our hearts to your golden light, that we may radiate love into the hearts of all. Open our minds to your divine knowing, that we may radiate understanding into the minds of all. Open our spirits to your infinite presence, that we may radiate awareness into the spirits of all. one heart, one mind, one spirit, unlimited and indivisible. Be still and know I am God. Acknowledging that spirit is one and the path to God is many, our opening ritual, in our opening ritual, we will honor the world's religions and the many names of God with a quote from each religion on the topic of love. A bell will be rung. Oh, I don't have my bell. Okay, we'll work on that. A bell will be rung and a candle lit as the name of divinity is sounded for each of the major religions of the world, after which we will sound the Om. Om is an ancient sacred tone, a deepening. Sounding the Om allows an intoning of grace, balance, and empowerment. There is no right or wrong way. Simply relax into your own tone, open to the nuances of the sacred sound as it moves through you. Our opening ritual will conclude with all of us sounding the Om several times, each on your own note, in your own time, in a continuing, free-form rhythm, creating a tapestry of healing sound. We honor all religions as expression of the one God, Great Spirit, divine essence. May the wellspring of love find in us an unimpeded channel. In the sacred tradition of Taoism, the Tao, Spirit arms us with love. In the sacred tradition of Hinduism, Ishvara, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, one best worships the Lord through love. In the sacred tradition of Buddhism, Lord Buddha, cultivate a heart of love. In the sacred tradition of Judaism, Adonai Elohim, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor as yourself. In the sacred tradition of Christianity, God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, God is love. In the sacred tradition of First Nations people of all lands, Great Spirit, love is the medicine that holds all life together. In the sacred tradition of Islam, Allah, this is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. In the sacred tradition of all other religions, you may now together say any name of additional divinity that you would like to include or invoke in this ceremony. Let us now uncross our legs and close our eyes if they're not already closed. Take a long and deep breath in and out. Take another breath in and out. Take another breath in. This time as you exhale, exhale everything for real. Let it go. Let the day go, the people, the challenges, and just be in this moment, right here, right now. When you're ready, put your feeling attention into your heart center and relax. Imagine a bright, warm sun floating above your head. Its rays are emanating down into the crown of your head. This sun is releasing a pure, white, healing light. The light floats down, filling your skull, your neck. It floats across your shoulders, down your arms, through your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. As it fills your torso, your organs are enveloped in this pulsating, purifying light of the sun. As the light continues to float down your body, across your waist, your hips, into your legs, out your feet, it washes away all impurities and all imperfections, all pain and dis-ease, deep into the central core of the earth. Your body is filled with divine energy. Right now, you are whole, perfect, and complete. As the light continues to energize, pulsate, and vibrate, allow it to expand from your body into your auric field. It fills the physical layer around you. It continues out into the mental layer, the emotional layer, and the spiritual layer. As you continue to feel the perfection of your light body, allow it to expand and fill this room with divine essence. Continue to expand your awareness and divine essence out of this room, and imagine and intend that you are now permeating all of Los Angeles with this pure divine light. Expand your awareness to California and her people, all across the United States. Allow this light to float out around the globe, enveloping Mother Earth and all of her beings in this pure divine essence, like connecting all of these islands of light. The white light of perfection is vibrating and pulsating, connecting all beings on the planet who gather with conscious intent to heal, balance, harmonize, and unify the islands of light. We have now set the vibrational tone for our ceremony tonight, overflowing gratitude. Slowly and gently, bring your awareness back into your bodies. Feel your feet on the earth. Become aware of the room. Present time, here and now. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and open your eyes. Thank you. I think we'll bring Nancy back up. Right?
So now it's time for Florence and Dina to come up and let's move some energy and dance and sing the Om Shanti chant. Are you using this?
Oh, please do. And if anyone else would like to free their toes,
And free your bodies from your chairs. Yes.
we can connect with the energies that we're singing about. But before we do, I would like to invite you to allow a sound to emerge from within you. A real simple thing, it's all you. But we would start with taking a breath, bringing our attention down low, like feet level, and let the energy just float up. Now listen to that word. Float up and then out of you, freeing up some space on the inside, which would then free up some space on the outside, and then we'll sing about peace. So this is my version. When you're ready. Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace in the earth. Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Shanti Om. 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 Om Shanti Om. Peace within my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace within my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind, God and only God I live to see. Om, Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Shanti Om. 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 Om Shanti Om. Peace within my heart. Peace within my heart. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my heart. God and only God I live to see. Peace within my heart. God
only God is moving me. Peace within my heart, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om.
Peace within the earth.
Peace within the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth, God and only God I live to see. Peace within the earth, God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om.
Really wonderful. I love that movement and singing and dancing. Oh. So I promised you I would tell you more about Reverend Barbara Oltman. Her mission is to inspire, uplift, and empower. She has been a student of religious science since 1995. She and her husband, Gary, who's with her tonight, were licensed as ministers of religious science. That's what we were called before Centers for Spiritual Living in 2011. She has spoken, sung, and served in many New Thought centers and churches. She has facilitated Artist's Way workshops and created and led her Writing Your Own Amazing Life workshop. Oh, I'd like to take that. Reverend Barbara believes in the healing power of music. A Southern California native, she studied voice at Chapman University and sang with the William Hall Chorale at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. From her early roots in classical music and musical theater, she expanded her repertoire to standards, pop, and rock. Her one-woman show, Only Connect, spanned many musical genres. She has sung for audiences at theaters, concert halls, clubs, and churches in the U.S. and Europe. We are so pleased to have her here tonight. It does say one more thing. She is currently semi-retired, enjoying time with her new granddaughter and writing her first novel. So without further ado, would you please come up and enlighten us and empower us and uplift us? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. Yay.
All right. Okay. So before I start talking, I'm going to sing another song that I think is really appropriate for right now, because hopefully we're all in that gratitude space from Thanksgiving, and let's keep that going. Gratitude overflowing. I've got a roof I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks or brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand you can see, but on the road to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score. In a world that can bring pain, I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, our feet can learn to dance through delight and despair. We can moan or we can sing. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful. Thank you. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm still adjusting to this time change. It gets dark so early, and as the days get shorter and it gets darker, we're entering that season when so many traditions celebrate light. A couple of weeks ago, the Hindus, the Sikhs, and Jains celebrated Diwali, which is a festival of lights that symbolizes the triumph of light over darkness. And other traditions, light also figures prominently into celebrations of Hanukkah, which is coming up in a couple of weeks, and Christmas, and winter solstice or Yule. It's all about reclaiming that light, remembering the light in the midst of the darkness. And Thanksgiving, my husband and I always look forward, to putting up our tree. We're going to be a little later this year. But, all the lights and the decorations, we love our Christmas sparkle. And we just returned yesterday on an 8-hour drive from Northern California, where we were visiting Gary's mom, who's 94. And she's in great shape. She did all of her own decorating, but we helped her put up the tree and helped her to hang the lighted garland up above the window. And we got to enjoy those lights for the rest of the visit. It's really nice. I think it's perfect that here in the U.S., we start off the holiday season with Thanksgiving. When things get too busy or the outside world seems too chaotic and dark, it's easy to take things for granted, to forget all the good that surrounds us. And Thanksgiving is a very powerful activity. That activity of remembering and becoming much more acutely aware of all of our blessings. Giving thanks and celebrating with conscious gratitude can really lighten our days. There are so many dark things in the world right now: disease, divisive politics, intolerance, hate, violence, and war. And, I was going along in my little optimistic, positive thinking bubble, la, 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 and wham. The increased visibility of all of these disturbing things kind of took me by surprise. And it looked so very different from what I believe about people and life. And I got caught up watching the news, and I kind of got sucked into that negativity a bit for a while. And if you're empathetic, it can be really, really hard not to feel the pain of others. And I'm a minister, but I have to confess that I kind of went through a dark night of the soul with everything that was going on. And I was struggling to find the light. Maya Angelou wrote, "Light and shadow are opposite sides of the same coin. We can illuminate our paths or darken our way. It's a matter of choice." So finally, I chose to do what I've been trained to do as a minister. I put my big girl pants on, and I turned my attention away from the horrors while not ignoring them. I had to put the news in perspective and remember to look for all of the good that is still there and has always been there. I remembered the quote from Mr. Rogers about the helpers. He said, "When I was a boy, I would see scary things in the news, and my mother would say, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" And it's true. There are always more people who want to help than hurt. And there's more love than hate. Otherwise, the human race would have gone extinct years ago. And I had to look at the evidence in my own life, because most of the people that I know are kind and loving. I guess it should be all the same for all of you, because you're here. Yeah. There's still much more love and light in the world than any opposite, any seeming opposite. Now, when I mention helping, I don't mean that you have to try to save the world, because that's a big burden and it's not ours. Certainly do what you are moved to do. That's important, but the responsibility does not rest on your shoulders. I have another quote from Mr. Rogers, obviously a very wise man. He said there are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And I think you're seeing a pattern here. The third way is to be kind. I would add that includes being kind to yourself. Gratitude is a kindness to yourself, a healing. Conscious and persistent gratitude is one of the ways that I found my light in the darkness. I consciously shifted my focus away from the darkness and to the light in the world and in my life. In John Bucchino's song Grateful that I just sang, he writes, "There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed." Gratitude is an antidote. I started looking at my own life, beginning with the most obvious things. Abundance. I have enough to pay my bills, enough to eat, and like the song says, I have a roof over my head, a warm place to sleep. I have enough to do the things that I enjoy doing: travel, concerts, theater, health. My health is good, and I have the capacity to make it even better. It's up to me. And and relationships and love. I have a wonderful husband. Thank you. A loving family and friends, and my cat. I'm very grateful for my cat. We missed her when we were away. And my granddaughter is a very, very bright light in my life. She gives me a huge dose of hope and joy every time I see her. And witnessing her inherent goodness reminded me that we are all born with that light, because that is who we are. We can find our way back to that light that we are because it's our very essence. And gratitude is one of the best ways to do that. I found gratitude in nature, especially during the pandemic. Even just going for a walk in our neighborhood could be a gold mine of blessings. The sun on my face, bird song, a fragrant rose. Remember those red and white ones that had that wonderful smell? Gentle breeze shimmering the leaves on the trees. Nature in all its bounty. Gratitude is love for all of those things that delight you. I recently discovered, you probably all know, the poet Mary Oliver. Oh, you're in for a treat. I love her writing, and I'd like to share one of her poems. She wrote, "My work is loving the world. Here the sunflowers, there the hummingbird, equal seekers of sweetness. Here the quickening yeast, there the blue plums. Here the clam deep in the speckled sand. Are my boots old? Is my coat torn? Am I no longer young and still not half perfect? Let me keep my mind on what matters, which is my work, which is mostly standing still and learning to be astonished." Learning to be astonished. The phoebe, the delphinium, the sheep in the pasture, and the pasture, which is mostly rejoicing, since all ingredients are here, which is gratitude, to be given a mind and a heart and these body clothes, a mouth with which to give shouts of joy to the moth and to the wren, to the sleepy dug-up clam, telling them all over and over how it is that we live forever. Isn't that beautiful? I just love her. Excuse me. I am so grateful for all the things that bring me joy, even if they seem to be small or silly. Gary and I love going to Disneyland, and a minister friend once teased us for it. He said, "Oh, how special," in a short bus kind of way. We didn't mind. We know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but for us, it's a magical place to forget about the world for a few hours. And it appeals to our childlike nature, childlike being very different from childish. But being childlike is leaving room for that sense of wonder. Don't ever be embarrassed by what brings you joy. Things that bring me joy and speak to my soul are music, art, literature, and travel. In Spiritual Laws, Emerson wrote about honoring what particulars speak to you. He wrote, "What attracts my attention shall have it. It is enough that these particulars speak to me." And he advises not to dismiss them even if they seem small. They relate to your gift. Let them have their weight and do not reject them. Respect them, for they have their origin in deepest nature. What your heart thinks is great is great. The soul's emphasis is always right. So I am grateful for my creativity and imagination. When things seem difficult or stagnant, focusing on a creative project can change my perspective. During the pandemic, we had to postpone our 25th anniversary trip to Paris. And I wanted very much to be in Paris. That was one of the particulars that spoke to me. So I started researching it as if I were going. And since I couldn't be there physically, I could imagine myself there. And since I was just using my imagination anyway, I could imagine myself being there during any time period I wanted. So I thought, oh, what would it be like to be in Paris during the Belle Epoque? And that led me to writing my first novel that I'm working on now. It's a time travel adventure, of course, with metaphysical themes. And I am right now learning the craft of novel writing and enjoying the process. And it doesn't give me time to obsess about the state of the world. Even if you don't think of yourself as being creative, you are. You don't have to be a painter, a musician, a dancer, or a writer. Each one of us has our own creative gifts. Maybe you're a cook or a gardener, or you just have a unique way of seeing the world. Maybe you create peace. We need a lot more of that. Keep it going. And in truth, your life is your art. You're creating in every moment through your most prevalent thoughts. We are each of us creative. It's our nature. We have that creative spark within us. What are you all creating now? I have to give a quote from another book that I really love, which is Anam Cara, a book of Celtic wisdom by John O'Donohue. And he wrote, "If you can learn to look at yourself and your life in a gentle, creative, and adventurous way, you will be eternally surprised at what you find. We have to imagine more courageously if we are to greet creation more fully." Finally, I'm grateful for those things that are less tangible. I'm grateful for the mystery, the things that we sense but don't fully comprehend, yet we intuitively understand more deeply than we know. It's like poetry. Poetry can be magic and mystery. A deep poem says so much more than just the words on the page. I have another Mary Oliver poem that I'd like to share. It's called Mysteries. Yes. Truly, we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of the lambs. How rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, look, and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads. Lovely. So what are you grateful for? And Gary has some pieces of paper and pens. I would invite you to make a list of things that you're grateful for. First, in the major categories like relationships, health, prosperity, creativity. Then, what seemingly small gifts are you grateful for? And then finally, what about yourself are you grateful for? And I'll give you all a few moments to do this. Now, I'm sure some of you have already gotten a head start since we just came out of Thanksgiving, but just take a moment to open yourself to that prompting from within, from that wisdom within you that knows what do you have to be grateful for? What are you grateful for? What brings you joy? What brings you that sense of astonishment and wonder? Clearly, I should have had much larger pieces of paper. Yeah, if you need extra sheets, we have some. Okay. So it doesn't look like you had any difficulty finding things. That's good. And even if you found many, keep looking. There's always more. You can also be grateful for what you desire to have in your life, but you are not yet experiencing. Gratitude is a precursor to faith. You become aware of what's already manifested in your life. Whether it's good or bad, you had a powerful hand in creating it, and you have the power to change it, to create something new. And now I'd like to invite you to join me in affirmative prayer. I'm sure you all are familiar with affirmative prayer, that the concept is to change our thoughts and deepen our understanding, to recognize and embody the spiritual truth of things, to see through the effects to the perfect cause. And gratitude is so important in making that shift. Meister Eckhart wrote, "If the only prayer you say is thank you, it will be enough." When we recognize the many gifts that are already ours, and when we become aware that we already have within us the seeds of what we are seeking, we're in a place of power and creation, knowing right here and right now that we each have so many things to be grateful for. We've just written them down. And that if we take that list and daily look at it to remind ourselves that our good cannot help but grow and multiply, right now, right in this moment, I know that everything good in our lives, everything that we desire in our lives that has not yet manifested, is already in its fullness within us. And that all we need to say is, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And I just release this to that divine law that says, yes, yes, yes. 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 And so it is. Yes. And I got one more song to sing. All right. And I am so grateful to be here with all of you, and it just feels so good. Yes. Thank you. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.
Reverend Barbara Oltman, making us feel so good. Thank you so much. Man, that was a beautiful, beautiful talk. I loved the poetry that I've never heard before. I loved how you did uplift us and empower us and then made us feel so good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. Yes, please. So now, as we feel that good, we're going to go and let Burl come up and take us into a silent meditation through drumming, and then we will continue to feel so good. I just know it.
Is this still on? So, my name's Burl, and I'll be. It is off? Okay, we got it. How's that? So, my name's Burl, and I'll be leading the World Healing Meditation tonight using the drum. Meditating with the drum, like all meditation techniques pretty much, uses a focus for the conscious mind, something to occupy it, something it can hold on to, such that it stops paying any attention to that voice in our head that chatters away all day long. And deprived of the conscious attention by our focus, the chatterbox will quiet down and become still. In that moment of stillness, there is a pure awareness and a sense of connection to the greater whole. And since this is a world healing meditation tonight, I encourage you to, when you reach that state of connection and pure awareness, open up your hearts and allow healing energy to flow through and out across our planet. So if you would, now close your eyes, take a deep breath, and release. As the air leaves your body, allow any stress or tension to flow away with that. Once more, a nice deep breath, and release. Now just breathe normally. And with each exhalation, feel yourself slipping deeper into relaxation. Encourage everyone to take a deep breath. As you exhale, become aware of your body sitting in the chair. And as the rhythm fades away, whenever you're ready, open your eyes, alert and aware, here and now. Thank you. On a side note, I'll be leading a meditative drum circle here tomorrow night with the meditation group. So if you're interested, let me know.
Yes, thank you, Burl, so much. That was really beautiful, really beautiful. We are amazing people. We can go from that joyous, it feels so good, right into 10 minutes of silence. You know, thank you for being the helper that came to me in the meditation about what you said. We are here being kind and being loving and sharing our light. So I'm just grateful, really grateful for spiritual unity movement. I have, where is it? Well, oh, there it is. I wanted to read our closing invocation, and then I'll have some closing words, and we'll do our closing ritual. We're going to have this printed next month, but some of you know it, so if you do, just recite it with me. Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, thank you for the blessings we have received. Be with us now as we leave this sacred circle and go forth into our daily lives, taking the energy generated here tonight out into our homes, our work, the people we love, and all we touch. May we be your open channels into this world each day. Oh, thank you. So Spiritual Unity Movement is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Like we've started to say, we don't have dues or fees, but we do ask for a donation of any denomination. So as little or as much as you could see to give us, we so appreciate it. We pay the Center for Spiritual Living Granada Hills every month to be able to rent the space. We like to pay our speakers and our musicians an honorarium. We are an all-volunteer organization. Not one of us has ever taken a penny from the donations. We just give it back into the community, back into these ceremonies. So I would like the board of Spiritual Unity Movement, the volunteers, to stand at this time. Our president, Frank Williams, back in the sound booth. Thank you, Frank, for everything. Dina Efferson Williams, Burl, Florence, Liz. So thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the vice president. So Frank and I have gone back and forth between president and vice president for like the last 7 years, but he'll tell you, no, he's been president longer, which he has. Yeah. So I think that's about, I want to talk about next month. Our ceremony next month, you'll get a reminder and you'll get a robocall, but it's Thursday, December 28th, and it's Reverend Betsy Haas is going to be our speaker, and our very own, stand up, Cassandra Murillo will be our musician. So she's here with us tonight. So. And I would love I don't know why this came to me in the meditation, and I'm not putting any pressure, but I would love to see Gary and Barbara come just any time and be here with us. Your energy is just so beautiful, both of you, and it was just fun having you here tonight. So I thought, well, they just live in Sherman Oaks. They could come over maybe if they're not busy. and get our calendar for next year. We have it already. So we'll have a lot of wonderful speakers and musicians again in the new year. And I think that's about it. Is there something, Dina? Yes?
I just wanted to let everyone know or remind you, if you don't know, we have next year's calendar on the table, so please grab a few.
And we put them in your bulletin tonight. So yeah, take a few and pass them around to friends and family, and we're gonna fill this place. We know tonight is a little smaller than usual because of the holiday, and some people out, you just barely got back last night. So, but we're knowing that we're gonna fill this place to capacity in the new year. So, and we're so grateful for that. So it is. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, our sound man, Renzen. I knew I wasn't going to get it right, but I got it close. Renzen. Thank you, Renzen. Oh, now Liz will bring us to our closing ritual.
Okay. As we come to the close of our full moon ceremony this evening, let us take just a moment to savor the centered focus of healing energy we have generated here together. Yeah. Remember, as you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. Clearly knowing yourself as an instrument of light, a being of spirit, you add one more grain of sand to the scales that hold the balance for our global future. Know that at a certain point, one grain of sand can and will tip the scales. You, in this very moment, are that grain of sand. I'd like to invite everybody to come up around our candle lighting table. Let us embody the spiritual power that has been generated and received from the forces of light that guide this service. Let us focus that energy into the group center, allowing it to rise up and pour this blessing out into our world, extending its positive healing effect throughout the awareness of humankind and the consciousness of our planet. We will sound an extended free-form Om. As the sacred tone pours through you, feel yourself participating, drawing this healing love energy deeply into yourself and sending it out into your life and into our world. As we sound the Om, let us consciously extend our blessings to our planetary life, Mother Earth, including the animals, the trees, the air, the water, as well as all of those who are in need of healing. For those we would like to include in this healing circle, we speak their names together now, silently or audibly. Everyone on the healing list. And with power, love, and intelligence, let us send out healing light energy to transform the consciousness of humankind. Namaste. Namaste, 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 greeting you, namaste, namaste, you are greeting me, namaste, namaste, the light in me sees you, namaste, namaste, the light in you sees me, namaste, namaste, namaste. Oh, let me take this.